to the Thekikipodcast, the YouTube channel where we keep it real and raw. Join our hosts as we dive into a variety of topics, from current events and pop culture to personal growth and life experiences. We believe in the power of realness and meaningful conversations. So, we invite you to join the Kiki. More importantly, let's talk, laugh, learn, and connect with others through our engaging decisions. So, grab your cup of tea, pull up a chair, and join us for a fun, thought-provoking experiences. Subscribe now and be a part of our community at the Kiki Podcast. Welcome back to another episode of the Kiki Podcast, where you can get the raw, real, and realness tea. We can always Kiki, but let's talk. Some of you guys might know who she is, some of you guys might not know who she is. But we are going to get in tune to where she is and where she has been and what is new and what can we expect from you.
Let's
So
do it.
tell everybody, where are you, who are you, and what do you do, and things of that nature.
Okay. I live here in Vegas. I've been here about 3 years now. I moved here from LA. I lived there for about 6 or 7 years, and just decided it was time for a change and to settle into more suburban life a little bit. And Vegas definitely has that. I work in adult entertainment. I also make wigs and I'm a licensed nail tech. So do a little bit of everything.
Oh, you're a licensed nail
Yes,
tech.
she's licensed.
Oh, what? I did
Went
not
to
know
school and
that.
everything. Yeah.
Oh,
During the pandemic, actually.
Northwest
Northwest what?
College.
No. I went to Euphoria Institute in Summerlin.
What you
Yeah,
did?
they're amazing.
Yeah, I heard of them.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, they became my family very quickly. So,
really?
yeah, it's a
Okay.
good experience.
So, I remember how we met. I remember. Well, this is how I eventually came to you.
Hmm.
I was on this app,
Oh,
and
God.
it was.
Here we go.
I mean, we all know Grinder.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, and
Which one?
yeah, I was on Grinder. I seen because I live where I live,
Hmm.
and then I was like, I need to make friends. And I was like, I know Grinder's not the best place, but I'm gonna just do it anyways.
Yeah.
So I seen this trans girl, this trans woman, this beautiful woman, and I was like, oh hey, I messaged her, and I was like, oh hey, hi. I was like, hey girl, and she was like, oh hi. And then I was like, "Oh, how are you?" And she was like, "I'm doing okay, whatever." And then, I forgot what I had told her after that. And then she just randomly threw me a flyer saying, "Come to what is it called? Disco Trans
Disco Transmission.
Disco
Yeah.
Transmission." I was like, "What's this?" And then
So,
"It's a place for." Tell me, like, it's for us girls to come
yeah.
together.
Hmm.
It's like a posse. Oh, and another thing about the posse too. That's funny. Everything is so crazy. But yeah, so it was like another posse, but we come together and we
Yeah.
and we
Like
talk.
more of a nightclub vibe,
Really?
you know?
Yeah.
Well, Disco Transmission, you were
Oh,
there.
yeah. So I get there, and then this girl I was with, she was like, "Oh yeah, all the porn stars are gonna be there, but they're like mostly trans." And I was like, "Oh okay, yeah, for sure." But I'm just going because this is where we can come together. And I was
Yeah.
like, there's been like two of them in Las Vegas, but they all shut down.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you know the Las Vegas Lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has many stories.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
I've
many
heard many
stories.
stories about that place.
Many, many.
For real.
stories. Like that place should have went shut down. That place should have went out of business like multiple times, but it stuck around. And then when the pandemic came, that's when it was like, oh, we can't do this no more. Sorry, we gotta go.
Hmm.
Bye. Yeah, a lot of places went out of business. But
Yeah, so sad.
yeah. So a friend that I went with was like, oh yeah, all these trends. They're like all these porn stars or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, I'm just going because it's a place where we can all come together. So I went, and then I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. I watch these people. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like I watch them. Like I really do. Like
What's so funny about your story to me is that I haven't had a Grinder account since before I transitioned.
for
So
real.
I don't know who was messaging you pretending to be me on Grinder and
That wasn't
promoting my
you.
event.
That wasn't
That's
you.
crazy.
It wasn't you. It was some.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
somebody that was there.
Probably Sabrina. She was one
Sabrina.
of my
No.
co-hostess
Well, she
hostesses.
has like black hair.
Blonde hair,
Black.
black hair. Maybe Chanel?
No.
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 No idea then. No
No.
clue. We don't know.
Yeah. And it's the person that I messaged and I was like trying to be friends. But
Hmm.
on there, on these dating apps, when you're trying to make friends with another trans, they think that you're trying to get with them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no. But I'm not going to lie because, I mean, I am interested into other girls. Um,
Okay. I didn't know that about you.
yeah, I definitely am. I like guys too. I like cis women's too, but I like everybody equally. I just like trans a lot. Um,
I feel you. I
yeah,
like trans women. I
huh?
mean, like, I'm mostly into men, but
Okay.
I definitely am attracted to trans women. Not so much cis women on occasion, you
On
know. It
occasion,
happens. I fall in love.
yes,
But
but I like men too.
yeah.
I really do. So yeah, and then I was talking to everybody, and I was like, oh my gosh, there was a couple of people there that I thought I would never meet in my life. I thought they were like, like, like upscale, like up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But I met somebody before that. I met another porn star, well, semi kind of porn star, but was in the industry.
Hmm.
And she was telling me like, oh yeah, all these porn stars that you see, they just live a regular life. Like
So true.
some of them are up there, but a lot of them are just like you can get on the bus and you can just see one right there. Like, oh,
Pretty much.
I was like,
I would
huh?
never take the bus personally. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, you might catch me on a bus sometime.
Oh
You never
wow.
know.
So, oh my gosh, I'm making this like it's my show, but no, but
No, you're
let
fine.
me
It is
just.
your show.
I mean, no, but it's but you're the guest, and this is supposed to be about you. But just, let me just say this. Um, so I was like, oh my gosh, I watch her a lot. I watch her. I'm just like, damn, like what the? I was like, okay. And then I'm a talkative person, so I go around and I do talk. That's the thing with me. Once I really loved myself truly, I was
Hmm.
more confident and brave and more relaxed of just talking to anybody. Before it was more
I
like,
feel you.
yeah, before I used to be like really shy, and then once the person talks to me, then I'm just in there, I'm talking. But it's hard for me to like be the first person to walk up and talk to.
Same.
Yeah, but once
I've
I
always been very shy, growing up and everything. But when you find that confidence in yourself and you know who you are, It's like suddenly this whole world opens up and you
Yeah.
can talk to anybody.
Yeah. And then I talked to a lot of people that I watched. Yeah. And then I seen you, and then I just went up to you. I was like, hey. No, it's like, I can't. I told myself, I can't hold it. I'm going to just say it. I watch you. Is that weird? I remember everything I said. I was like, is that weird? Like, I was like, I feel weird saying that to you. And you was like, it's okay. It's okay. I was like,
Yeah.
but I was like, I'm trying to get into it too.
Hmm.
But the industry changed so dramatically to the
Yeah.
point where I think Superstar, it's like this. With trans, it's like it's so easy to be forgotten
It
in
is.
the porn
Yeah.
industry, in adult industry.
Hmm.
But when it comes to like cis people, they're like always there. And it's
Yeah.
like some of them do
True.
disappear, but a lot of the times it's like they're still there.
Yeah.
So and with trans women, a lot of them disappeared.
Hmm.
And my thing about that is, where are you at? Where are at with
All
this
right. All
adult
right.
industry?
We're going to have some wine. We're going to get into it.
Yeah. Wait,
So,
wait, wait, wait.
wait.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Yes, definitely. You're more than welcome
Ooh,
anytime.
that's fresh.
Yes. So I
So,
before
where?
before you start,
Mm-hmm.
I oh my gosh, sound like a weirdo saying this, but I watch you many times.
Hmm.
But where are you?
Where am I now? Like, because I kind of disappeared, right?
Where are you?
I'm finally in a really good place.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this past year has been incredibly difficult for me. I've been through a lot and put myself through a lot. I'll take accountability for it 100%.
Uh-huh.
But I kind of withdrew a little bit from the industry and just kind of stopped filming with larger
Yeah, because
companies.
you told me, oh, I'm thinking about getting out of it.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh, they're trying to convince you. Like, no, don't do it. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I mean, that's
And then
that's where
and then
everyone's been
you was like, oh, I
at.
got the TS, but like I don't know why I should say that. And somebody was like, girl, don't. So I think some guy was like, or no, I think it was another trans girl. She was like, girl, don't worry about that. Like, but go on.
So I kind of, yeah, I think like 2018 was probably my best year in
Mm-hmm.
the industry as far as how frequently I was shooting. I mean, I was doing 3 to 4 scenes every single month that whole year. So 2017, I got into the industry, did my first solo scene, my first hardcore, and then from there I just started working my little butt off, literally, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
I was booking many shoots a month.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I just kind of got to a point where I was like, I really want to focus on my transition and I want to focus on my life and my happiness.
Yes.
And so I kind of took a break from that and just started doing my own content on like OnlyFans and everything. It wasn't very popular back then. OnlyFans, you know, it was a fairly new platform and it wasn't as oversaturated as it is now.
Yes.
Um, But yeah, so that really became my main source of income and my main job for many, many years. I've done a couple professional shoots since then,
Mm-hmm.
but really I've kind of taken it upon myself to make my own content and I love it because I have complete creative freedom. If I want to work with someone else, I can work with someone else. If I want to do it all on my own, I can do it on my own, you know? So
Yes. That's a luxury we have in the now.
yeah, exactly. But it's hard. It's still really hard work, you know. I
It is.
recently hired on a management team and I was I'm probably one of the last people to do that of my porn generation, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, everyone has managers, and I never really did. Um,
Wow. So everybody I seen that
so,
night have managers?
oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm
So that's
sure.
crazy. So you've been away and I found out that was your birthday when I was talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody told me on the side like, "Yeah, that's her birthday."
Uh-huh.
"Oh,"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, oh," but you had
That was
like
a fun
disappeared.
night.
No, you was probably one of the last people that left. Yeah, that night.
Yeah. Well, I was hosting
Yeah, you was.
the
So
whole
you
night,
have
so I
to.
had to leave
Yeah,
last.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the person in the front does does porn. I was like, when you walk in
Yeah.
and you have to pay to come in.
Uh-huh.
That girl does porn. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say her name, but yeah, she
I
does porn.
mean, one of my very best friends is, in my opinion, and actually, like, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. She's one of the top trans porn stars of all time. I'll just say it. Chanel Santini. She's one of my very best friends. She's been through a lot, and I still
Uh,
love and accept her and everything that's going on. But she's a part of Disco Transmission as well.
oh, really?
Yeah, so even just having her be a part of that was huge for us.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, she's become such a staple in my life, such an important person. So,
Yes. So, do you miss the awards?
yes.
That
I
right? That?
I miss that feeling of like importance,
Yes.
like you matter.
Yes.
I don't really get that much anymore.
Yeah, because now it's
Um,
more like I don't want to be rude, but go ahead.
yeah, no, I mean, I was winning awards back in 2018. I was nominated for everything from AVN,
Oh,
XBITS,
I know about you. Yes, exactly.
Tease. And then I won Best Virtual Reality Scene at the T Awards. And
Yes.
funny story about that, I felt terrible about it because the directors, the people who've been filming me were telling me you're going to win Best New Face. And that's a very prestigious award.
Yes.
That's something that everyone wants to win.
Yes.
And that's who is going to be making the most money the next year. And I I didn't win. I got Best Virtual Reality Scene, and it kind of was like I'm glad I won something, but it felt like a pity win, I guess, in a way, because I was
A
expecting this
petty win?
like a pity win,
Pity
like they
win.
were like, well, she's been working hard, so let's give her something.
Oh my gosh.
But so that was really rough for me, to not win that award. And after that, I really started realizing the politics of the industry
Oh yeah.
and how everything works.
Yes. And the
And that's when
industry,
I took a step back.
yeah, the industry is not there's not good people in the industry.
There's a lot of really great people in the industry.
What happened?
There's a lot of really great people,
No, there's great
but
people.
there's also not so great people.
Right, exactly.
So that's when you have to be intelligent and mature and adult and, you know, just realize what you're doing.
Mhm.
It's a big deal. It's not something to take lightly. You're
Exactly.
putting your whole self out there, being completely vulnerable
Mhm.
forever.
Mhm.
And people can sometimes take advantage of that. So you just got to be careful. That's what I tell people. There's a
Just
lot of good though. I
uh-huh.
don't want to let that get overshadowed. So
Exactly. So my thing is that would you ever dive back into it?
I've thought about it. I did a couple solo scenes last summer.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And I know you did a scene like a couple of months ago. Or or was that an old one? Cause it was like new.
have no idea.
No, probably was old on.
No, I
Probably
it
was
was
old.
probably older because like most of the
But
content.
you know, a lot of these porn sites they upload like old videos and they look
Hmm.
new. And it's like okay,
Yeah,
so yeah, and then you never know who's posting them. They just be posted.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're making money off of your videos.
Hmm.
So
That's
that's the thing that these porn sites needs to work on. It's on like you have to have the rights to be posting
yeah.
others content.
Well, that's one of the main reasons that I switched to making my own content was because I was tired of being
But people can take
like
that
used,
and
you
still
know?
people can take that and still
Well,
make money off
on
of it.
OnlyFans, it's watermarked. So they
Oh.
can't really take anything off of there. And
Oh
if they
yeah.
do, it's very bad. Like, it's a
Yes.
very bad legal situation. So a lot of people, respect OnlyFans content, but the bigger companies, when they shoot, it ends up on Pornhub, ends up on all these streaming platforms, and you're not making any money off of it because all you make is the money that they give you to show up.
Really?
So, yeah, which is crazy because I had someone tell me recently, they're like, I Googled you. And I'm like, okay, weird, first of all. Second of all, they were like, your net worth is like 1.2 million. And I'm like, then where's that money?
You
Not
know
me,
what? You
where's
know
the money?
you know what? That is true on some type of aspect. What you have done, I think it's just um you just didn't have any management.
Yeah. And that was a big fault of mine for a very long time.
Yes.
I'm super grateful for my management company right now. They are amazing. They've really laid out a good foundation for me to keep making content. So I was at a point where I was ready to sell my platform. I was ready to sell all my content, take a lump sum, and do something else with my life. And
Oh
then
wow.
I took a risk and hired management. And I only say it's a risk because you are paying them, And
Oh, of
my
course.
biggest fear was I was going to hire these people
Because
and not be able to pay
that's where
them.
it comes with the net worth.
Yeah.
Net worth is like they'll tell you the amount you're making, but you're only gonna see a percentage of that. Because why? Because you have to pay the people that's helping you.
Hmm. Yeah. So it was a really good move for me. I'm really glad that I hired someone on. Yeah, they've been so good.
Oh yeah.
So I've only been working with them for like a month now, but my life has just completely changed and it's crazy. Like, I can't believe it.
Do you like this new change?
I do. It's kind of reinvigorated me and made me want to start creating more content again and getting back into more like hardcore scenes and stuff like that. So be on the lookout. New stuff might be coming.
Yeah, but I try to not be like a weirdo and be stalkish on these people.
Yeah.
And then because like I met them in person and it's
Uh-huh.
just like I don't want to like keep on like watching the content again because like I met these people and now I get a different aspect of
Yeah.
the person.
You see the humanity side of things.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
But
I feel you.
I'm not going to lie. There's a lot that I have watched in my time. There's oh yeah, there's a lot.
Oh, yeah. I
Yes.
kind of feel like I robbed myself a little bit because I would love to watch trans porn. I'd love it. It'd be so
Yeah.
good, to feel like, seeing someone like me on screen. But I can't because I literally watch it and I'm like, that's my friend. That's my friend. Know her.
And you know them
Know him.
personally
Yeah,
outside of the camera.
exactly. And
Outside of the industry,
I
you
don't want to
know.
see my friends bent over a sofa or something.
Yeah, that's the
I'll
thing.
pass.
That's the thing with me. Like once I met you, okay, the disco transmission met you there.
Hmm.
Next thing you know, the next week comes and it was a Wednesday.
Yeah.
and I went to the posse
Uh,
event, and guess who was there? You. I was like, wait,
me.
out of all places, like,
Yeah.
like what? But how did you get into that?
The posse?
Yes,
When I moved here,
because posse happened in pandemic. That's what I was told by the
yeah.
curator. The
So
curator.
I moved here in May of 2020.
You moved
Um,
out here in May 2020.
yeah,
Okay, about
things
that. There's
were,
something about California in here I want to dive into, but
yeah.
how did you get into the posse?
Um, a friend of mine was a part of the group, and she had been wanting to meet friends who are more her age. She's in her 50s, and so she
Oh,
was wanting to, she had younger friends like myself,
yes,
and she is like my best friend. I've known her forever and love her so much and appreciate her so much.
yes.
But she wanted some people that were on her level, um, not just age wise, but I can assume probably financial wise too, because
Mm-hmm.
she's a very wealthy woman. And so she took me along with her one time,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I really got to know everyone. I met Tanya, Alexander,
Okay.
and Michelle and
Okay.
Cindy, and
Uh-huh.
you know,
And then
all those people we
Shanoa
love.
and
Yeah,
all them.
Shanoa came a little later, I
Yes.
think. She's such a character.
She is
Oh
a
my God.
character.
She
Oh
has so
my
much
God.
energy, and
Energy. Yes.
I feel like if you could really dig down underneath all of that, she has an incredible story to tell,
Oh,
and I
she.
would love to hear it. And so,
I do. Yeah. So
yeah,
I could
definitely.
probably contact her, but you can let her know
Yeah,
that I want her to
for
be
sure.
on an episode.
I got you.
Yes. I don't know
Yeah.
which episode it will be, but I would love to have her on
Yeah,
here. Yeah, so I haven't been going to the posse
me either.
lately.
Yeah.
Um I think you know why. But
I don't know if I know why. I
okay,
think you have to tell me.
well, we can
Too.
we can we can we can talk about that after this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea.
But I'm still lovely friends with a lot of people that's still in the posse.
Same.
But
I really respect what they're doing for the community.
yes,
Um,
and I believe it's based. I don't think this is how it was supposed to be, but it just
yeah.
organically came like this. It came to be like this. It's
Hmm.
more anybody's welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like the people that are much older in age,
Hmm.
cause when you get older, things starts to fade away as you get older.
Yeah.
So I feel like they didn't have a place to go. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's the LGBT community, but what's not? I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about just as in human individually, like
Hmm.
because they're getting older or whatever whatever they've been through. So it kind of like they had nowhere to go to. So, um, Tanya
Hmm.
created the posse, and they got introduced to it, and now they go there to have a place to be,
Yeah.
and that's good.
It is. It's really good.
And I told her to late at night. We went over the time. Everybody's supposed to stay there. There's probably like five of us there still. It was
Yeah.
like 11:30, and I told her I was like, you're doing something.
Yeah.
You're changing
She is.
the game,
I never had this in LA, you know?
and this is all just you,
Hmm.
and you just build a relation with people, and they come in. But I know Tanya from years ago. I know Tanya
Oh, wow. Okay.
since I want to say like 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, cause
Wow.
when I went there, I was like, oh, I know you from somewhere. Oh my god.
I was just a little baby back then.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was a baby too. How are the
How
babies?
far we've come.
I know, right? Yeah. So yeah, everything I've been through, and now look at this. Yeah,
I feel you, girl. I know you have a story.
I have I have many stories. So I did a I did my first episode by
Hmm.
myself, and I was trying to fit so much in in that episode. I just couldn't. I've been through
Yeah,
so much. I
I
really
I
couldn't.
believe it. There's a
Yeah,
lot to talk about.
yeah. So back to you, because it's not about me. It's about you.
What's up?
So now all of that. Do you still have those friends that are in the adult industry, entertainment
Oh
industry?
yeah, definitely. You
Every
know,
last one of them, you can just call and they would come.
Nikki Vicious. I love her so much. She's the one who really convinced me to do my first scene.
So, did you?
Chanel Santini.
Yeah. See. Ooh.
You know,
Yeah.
these are my people, and I
See, that's crazy. Those are really your
yeah,
people, like Chanel.
these are my people.
What? Okay. Yes.
Hmm.
That's cool.
I'm very grateful to have them.
That is. Yeah. That is very
Yeah,
grateful. Because when you went on set, where you're like, oh my gosh.
there was definitely
Were you like starstruck at
like
some
the first
point?
time I met Chanel, I was totally starstruck.
Because with me,
Like
whenever I
she
get,
walked in and I'm like,
yeah,
that's Chanel Santini. Oh my God, you know?
and
And
then
she
you're,
sat down in the chair to get her makeup and her hair done. And I was just like, this bitch is flawless.
I know,
Like, you're
definitely,
perfect.
yes.
And she's still perfect, exactly how she's living her life now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just, I'm grateful that, especially when I moved out here to Vegas, like me and Chanel became very close.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there was a while in the industry where they pitted us against each other. Like there was a whole DVD about who could fuck better.
Right.
And it was stupid. Like
No, that's not stupid. That's actually
it was, oh my
something.
God, it was so stupid. They're like,
But yeah.
and I had to sit there and like talk shit about her on camera. And I was like, I don't feel comfortable doing this. So, like, if you ever watch those videos, you
Oh,
can tell how annoyed I am because
yeah.
I love everyone. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't
They
want to start
want you
problems.
to give it some type of it's just content.
And it's controversy.
Yes,
Everyone loves
controversy.
controversy. So,
And then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, like
yeah.
she don't like
And
this
there were all
person."
these rumors going around,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that when I moved here, we were able to kind of put everything aside and just like become really good friends.
Yeah. So do
I love
you?
Chanel. I love Cameron.
Yeah. Oh.
They're two very different people.
Mhm.
I love them both so much and
Mhm.
I'm grateful. So,
Yeah. Very grateful. Yeah.
yeah.
So how I remembered you when I seen you at the disco transmission is because your
Mhm.
tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what most people say. It's always the hand tattoo or the
Yeah.
shoulder tattoos. The
Yes.
1111.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's how I remembered you. So where so so I met you there, and
Hmm.
then we went to oh my gosh, that's freaking cool. Anyways, so met you there, and the next thing you know, I met you at the posse.
Yeah.
And then the crazy thing is, I would appear to different places by myself, and you would be
There
there.
I am.
I'm just like, oh. And then, you know what's crazy? Look how close we got.
I know. That's really cool.
Yes.
I love it. I'm
Yes.
so grateful for all the people that I've met since I moved here and like the community that I built.
Uh huh.
I never had that in LA. I
No.
was very much a hermit, kept to myself,
Uh huh.
my little one bedroom apartment.
Uh huh.
And now I'm like preparing for summer, you know. I have a house with a pool and I'm like ready to invite people over. I've met all
Yeah,
these
when is
incredible people
that?
that I actually can invite over to my house and trust them that they're not going to
Can you trust
destroy my
me?
place. Totally, yeah. And you're
Yeah.
totally welcome anytime.
And you're more than welcome to that bottle that's behind this wine bottle.
Oh, Lord. This beach Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Girl. She's trying to get me turned.
Turn. I mean,
It is Friday, right?
but
It's
it
been a
is a Friday.
stressful day.
Um, it is a Friday, and this podcast is about Kiki.
Yeah,
Kiki.
that's what I do.
Kiki is a good girl that loves to conversate. Basically, Kiki is just
I've
like
met a
a
Kiki.
yeah. You know what I mean by like Kiki.
Yeah,
We're Kikiing. So
yeah,
like Kiki.
totally.
Yeah. So I
For
mean,
sure.
yeah, you more, and then be careful. Um, so when I wrote to you, I was like BYOB every episode.
Hmm.
So
So I brought some wine.
definitely.
I wasn't intending to. And then I was getting really frustrated earlier.
Oh,
I
so
make
you,
content every single day these days, and some days are easier than others.
I make content
And today
every
was a
day
hard
too.
day. And, I was stressed and I was like, I committed to this podcast. I need to go do this and I need to be in a good mood. So I was like, let's bring some wine.
Yes.
I need to like chill out a little bit and just have
Yeah,
a good
you are
time.
chill out
So
because look at this. You're on this. This is not no
yeah,
ordinary couch.
it's a really comfy couch
You know what
actually.
type of couch this is?
I don't.
This is called a love couch.
Oh, it's a love
Yes,
couch.
the love couch because it gives you the more room to have the space
Hmm.
to put your legs on top and bring your legs back, and then you lean to the side and then you be comfortable
And
like that,
then
just like how you are.
you're in
This is how,
love.
you know what's crazy? This couch was given to me, and this is the type of couch I wanted in the beginning
Really?
because I want the couch to be where I want the
That
couch
was
to,
me. Sorry.
yeah. So I want the couch to be like comfortable where people can relax and get on it, in it,
Um,
you know.
yeah,
And then,
for sure.
you know, um life is crazy how it happened.
It
I was like,
is.
I want that couch. Oh my gosh, and it's actually coming to me. And it's here. Yes.
Let's get deep for a second.
Let's go.
I literally, I mean, I said earlier, I've had such a tough past year. It's been so difficult on me, and I have chosen very poor coping mechanisms, you know?
Okay.
So, I mean, this whole past at least 6 to 8 months has just been hell. It's been bad. But I would just like go to the bars and I would get wasted and I'd be doing drugs and just like doing anything that I could to escape my reality because my career had gone downhill so far
Mm-hmm.
and my life had gone downhill
Yeah,
so
I
far.
actually seen that. I don't mean to cut you off, but
You're fine.
I actually seen that at the Phoenix.
Yeah.
That's why I spoke to you. I was like,
Yeah.
I
I
seen
love
it.
that place.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I
They've
s-
really created an
I
amazing
seen
environment.
something in you. I was like, that's why I came to you. I was like,
Yeah.
everybody walked away, and I was like, is everything okay?
Yeah. I was
Is
just
everything
in a
alright?
very dark place and
But you know what? I was in a spot too at that same exact time too. I was going through it.
mhm.
So I couldn't really like get excited and energized and appreciate the moment. I just couldn't. I was just like overthinking in my
Well,
brain.
the only reason I even bring it up is just that I know that there's other people out there experiencing similar things
Yes.
and probably feel hopeless right about now. And like there's just like nothing's ever going to work out, but it really will. And it all starts with working on yourself. When I started putting in work on myself, I stopped going out as much, stopped just all those poor habits that I'd picked up, I stopped doing all that
Mm-hmm.
and really focused on my mental health, my physical health, all of that, and everything fell into place. Got
Yes.
this manager, my income is back up, my health is back to a good place. I don't feel stressed about my health.
Uh-huh.
Um, and yeah, I just want everyone to know that like there is hope. Never lose hope. Even if you're in your darkest hour, you
Mm-hmm.
know. That's probably rock bottom for me. Was the last 6 months. I was not doing well and not making good decisions. And I came out the other side and I'm
I've
doing
been
better
there.
than ever, you
I've
know?
been there. 2019. I was doing things I shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's hard. I think a lot of us in the trans community especially deal with that because we don't really have a lot of resources out there for us. Like,
You know what's crazy? We try to get resources, and then we go to the girls like us,
yeah,
and they look at us like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna tell you."
yeah.
And it's just like, why not?
These are the two type of people that I saw when I was at my worst. I saw people who were judging me, and
Mm-hmm.
then I saw people who were staying away from me completely.
Yes, that happened. I
And
got a lot of those people too.
I understand to an extent when
Close
people want to
people.
stay away from you because they don't want to take on that energy. I get that. It's not their responsibility, it's mine. That said, when you're in that place, all you need is your closest friends. And when they disappear, it's like, what am I supposed to do? You know, I have no one to turn to. So you have to turn to yourself and your higher power if you have one. That's like all you have.
Right,
So it's been interesting for me being on the other side of that and saying, who do I want to still allow in my life after they completely ignored me
right,
and weren't there for me when I needed them?
right. See, right now in my life, I have it's a lot. It's a bunch of new people.
Mm,
It's like dramatically new people
mhm.
than what it was before. Dramatically,
How do we
it's
feel about this?
it's new and it kind of gets weird, and then I start getting like an anxiety.
Yeah,
Like my body is strong on anxiety feel,
same.
and
Same.
and yeah, and then when I look at my circle, I'm just like, these are all new people.
Hmm.
Whoa.
Whoa. It's a lot. I
Yes.
know.
Like you're new
Yeah.
and I'm new to you too.
Hmm.
Um, there's a lot of people that is it's so it's crazy. It's dramatically shift change in my life.
Yeah.
And I didn't ask for it. It just came.
How's it working out for you? Do you do you like it? Do you feel like how are you feeling?
I feel like the people that I'm around, dang, this is not my show.
That's okay. I
I'm over here about to
like
like tear up a little bit.
uh, do you whatever you gotta do, girl.
Like,
Like
listen. So let me get my composure.
you're fine. You're totally fine.
Okay. So so how I feel about it, I feel like there's a lot of people that I so it's a lot that I cannot lean on. I can't lean on their shoulders. I
Yeah.
can't. Other people have told me that I can lean like I'm the person that they can lean on.
Hmm.
But for me, it's just like everything came so fast. Like I don't know too much information about you. We don't conversate like that.
Yeah.
I don't really see you as much unless there's like some
Hmm.
type of event going on.
Yeah.
And I don't know have you there. But you are in my circle because it's like, if I didn't, who would I be hanging out with? It would just be me.
Yeah.
Me.
It's lonely at times, you know? Life is lonely at times, but what matters is how we deal with those situations, you know?
Yes.
If you let your loneliness get the best of you, then you're not living your best life. You
You
should
know
always
what?
be living your best life.
You know what? That had happened to me. Um, in the past years that went by,
Mm-hmm.
it was mostly all in pandemic where loneliness has
Yeah.
gotten to me, and I let it. And no, I didn't let it. It just like basically I let it go and take over me at times.
Sometimes, though, loneliness is really good and it can be really helpful and really informative in ways, you know, getting to know yourself better and kind of shutting out the outside voices a little
Yes.
bit. It can be really helpful,
Yes.
can definitely be a positive thing.
Yes, exactly. Being loneliness can really be helpful, and it can really bring good energy within you because now you get to see your surrounding,
Mm-hmm.
get to see what you need to do. You get to see what's the best for you.
Yeah. You get to see what role you're playing in your
Yes.
own misery a little bit too. You know?
Yes.
Let's be real.
So
Yeah.
definitely so yeah, that's something I just been through, but been going through since the pandemic. Um and then again, like how you said people don't want to come out to come see me.
Yeah.
But you are here.
I know. We live so far away from everything though. Like I
Mhm.
get it to an extent, but also I'm like, bitch, it's 20 minutes. Calm down. Like I don't live 2 hours away from you. I live 20
Everything
minutes away from you.
This is what my sister told me, and she's from San Diego, and I've
Hmm.
been living out here way longer than her. She said, "This is my blood sister. I have many sisters within the community,
Yeah, of
but
course.
this is my blood sister." She said, "You're not far from anything. You're only 15 to 20 to 30 minutes away from everything."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, yeah, but still, da, da." And then something just came to me like one random day. I was like, I don't live far from everything.
Hmm.
I don't. If I can say I live far from things, then I would say Henderson.
Right. Yeah. Henderson is a bit of a drive, not gonna lie.
Yes.
That's pretty far away from us. But people, when I'm like in a Summerlin area or something, and they're like, oh no, sorry, you're too far. I think it's 20 minutes. You're
Right.
20 minutes away. Calm down.
Exactly. Yeah. But you know
Right?
what I love about Facebook? And this happened in the pandemic all the
Hmm.
way up until now. This is what I love about Facebook. But I don't be on Facebook as much as I used to be.
Hmm.
But the groups. The
Oh, yeah.
groups is like phenomenon.
Hmm.
Phenomenon.
Phenomena.
Phenomenal on Facebook. That is the
Yeah.
key right now. Yes.
Yeah. I love my Facebook
Because you
groups.
get to find your communities better like that.
Sometimes.
Sometimes,
Sometimes they're a little bit of a shit show, not gonna lie.
oh, I haven't had that
Girl,
yet.
I'm in some of these LGBTQ plus groups,
ABC
A, B, C, D,
groups,
E, F, G groups,
HIJKLMNOP.
and
You know what? You know what?
they're
Okay,
LMNOP and all over everything
yeah,
that's supposed to be good. Like it's
yeah.
like they post like it's a dating profile or something.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah,
you're not dating. You're
they have a
trying to.
dating. There's a dating site on Facebook too. Yeah,
Oh
there
my
is.
God, it's
Yeah,
too much. It's not
from
why I joined this group.
right, exactly. But I haven't had that happen to me
That's good.
because you know why? Because probably they know who you are
Mm,
and you have a background
yeah,
and you are somebody.
I used to get that a lot more in LA, not gonna lie. When I
Because
was
it's
more
LA.
popular in the industry, I go to clubs and stuff, and people would be like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
Annabelle Lane, like it's you," and I'm like, "Yes, it's me.
Yes, it is. That's how I
Out on
was.
my night
That
off."
was me when I went
Like,
to Disco Transmission. I was like, oh my gosh,
yeah,
that's you. And I probably talked to you the most out of everybody.
it's still like it's so crazy to me when people are like, "I know who you are," and I'm like, "No, you don't. It's been years. You don't know who I am." They do though. They do.
Yeah. So, what's the transition going on with the porn? I won't even say that. I would just say
Hmm.
just the adult industry, entertainment industry, the adult entertainment industry. What is going on? And I know it's the rules and regulations going on, but can you tell me a little bit more about that? Why all the adult entertainment industry people are coming to Las Vegas?
Um, I think part of it is probably because a lot more people are filming out here. That hasn't really been my experience though. You know, when people have wanted to book me for shoots, they've been in LA,
Okay,
which makes it harder for me to shoot, of course, because I'm in Vegas.
but never
But
mind, never
a
mind.
lot of the adult entertainers are coming out here because it's like less of a living expense than LA. And like, I don't know, you just get more bang for your buck, you know?
Out here.
Yeah.
So
Like
so
I was
you
paying,
so you was getting paid.
what?
You was getting paid.
Always.
Because there are some porn stars
Hmm.
that don't get paid anything.
I know. I know. And
And
it's,
they're way big and huge
I know.
and
And
you're like, "Oh my gosh, you're such a legend to me," but
when
they're
I
not getting
told
paid.
you that this last year has been really rough on me financially, it's been rough on me,
Uh-huh.
because I just wasn't adapting. Like, I need to realize that things are not, when I started my
Yes.
OnlyFans, it's oversaturated. There's a different way of doing things. And that's where my management team comes in and they say, like, this is how we're going to do it. And so now I'm making money again, but I was broke for a while there. I lost my car. I almost lost my house.
Oh, you had your own house personally.
Yeah, I have lost everything
So
this
you
last
had
year.
your own home. A house.
So,
House or like a
like a
house?
house.
Like with a backyard and front yard?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I live in a
congratulations.
house now,
Congratulations.
but only because,
Help.
I exactly help.
Yeah, okay.
When people say I did this myself,
Yeah.
no, you didn't. There is
Right.
a whole team of people behind you,
Yes, that's
and it's
what
so important to give them
credit.
recognition and credit. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I've been saying. I tell people you cannot do this alone.
No, you really
It might
can't.
look like it might look like it,
Mhm.
but there's always
Yeah.
somebody helping you or
Yeah.
or several of people helping you to get to where you're at now.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't come onto a podcast and admit that they were dirt poor,
Yes,
but I've been there.
I've been there
While
too.
I was in the industry,
I,
I've been there.
yeah, I know many that are.
You just have to
I know of
adjust
many.
and adapt and keep, praying for the wisdom that's going to move you forward
Mm-hmm.
and act on it when you
Exactly.
receive that information, you get that creativity, you got to act on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's worth it though. I mean, I'm so happy now, and I'm finally at a point where I don't have to worry financially. That's, I don't say that in like a bragging kind of way at all. I say that
Wait, say that
in a
one more
way that's
time.
like, I'm at a point financially where I don't have to worry about things anymore.
That's
And
pretty much
I haven't been
where.
there in
Yeah, that's pretty
a
much
very
where.
long time.
Yes, that's pretty
So,
much where I am at this
hmm
point too. And I'm grateful for what it is.
Yeah.
I meet people where they're at. I don't judge people where they are in life.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. It's good.
yes.
It's a good feeling.
Now
I
there might
hope
be some
that
down times and
everyone
up
gets
times,
there.
but yeah, yes.
Yeah, for sure. We all have our ups and downs, but we're all gonna make it. As far as I'm concerned, we're all gonna make it.
We're
Because if
all
you're
gonna make
struggling,
it.
I'm gonna help you.
Yes,
You know,
exactly.
that's the kind of person I am, though. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's a lot to know.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me? Anything
Yes,
you'd like to know?
I have like 1,010 and 12 and 45. Oh my God, that doesn't make sense. But I have 1,010 questions for you.
Okay.
Yes. So
Question number one out of
no, I
1,010.
told this is not question number one. I asked
Uh-huh.
so many questions already.
Oh, you're good.
So does your parents know what you do? Or or do you even speak to your parents?
So,
Oh, that's not or that's and do you speak
and
to your
yeah.
parents still?
So, my mom knows what I do.
Yes.
I've always been very close with her. I've
Yes.
always been very transparent with her. She's always known what I've been up to,
Uh-huh.
for the most part. There's a little bit of shame associated with being in the adult industry, I
Uh-huh.
think, for anyone,
But that
especially when
comes
it comes to your
along.
parents.
That comes along
Yeah.
for everybody that's in the adult industry.
Yeah. So, we've had conversations about it, and she's seen my ups and downs throughout the process. So, my
Yes.
mom knows.
Uh-huh.
My dad, I'm not so sure. I mean, he'll know after this, I'm sure, because someone will see it and tell him.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, I'm
That's
at
true.
that point in my life where I don't care because I'm paying my bills and I'm taking care of myself.
Yes.
I'm
But
an
do you see
adult.
them?
I see my mom. My mom actually used to live out here in Vegas.
Okay.
Um, she just moved back because, for
To
some family stuff to Idaho. She moved back to Idaho,
Idaho.
yeah.
Oh,
So
Idaho. Idaho.
good old
Idaho out of all places.
Idaho. Idaho, Idaho.
You know.
Um, but yeah, my dad and my stepmom, they don't.
Yeah, brothers and
I'm sure they
sisters.
have an idea of what's going on, but
Hmm.
I've never
Yeah,
told
brothers
them.
and sisters.
I do. I have
Tell me about
five.
them and where you
Oh,
are at in your journey.
yeah. So I'll tell you what I can while still respecting them.
You be you
My
don't gotta
older
say too.
sister,
Don't look. Don't say too much that you're not comfortable saying, and don't
yeah,
say too much
yeah,
of
yeah,
what you're not supposed to say.
for sure. Yeah, no.
But let the
Um,
fans let the audience know.
yeah. So my older sister, I've been very close with her my whole
Oh,
life.
and fans too,
Um,
cause you're who?
Annabelle Lane, bitch.
Yes.
Um, Beyond that, though, I do still have a family. I have a very interesting family. I have an older sister who struggled with addiction on and off for years. She had a stillborn. My nephew is stillborn. That's what this tattoo's for, actually.
I always thought that was like Nevada's mountains.
It's just mountains because it says "Kid, you'll move mountains."
Okay.
It's from a Dr. Seuss book that I actually got for him before he was born and died. I don't know how to say that. I mean, she had a stillborn baby, and that's very difficult for anyone to go through.
Uh-huh.
And she went through it, and it affected her in the ways that it affected her, you
Uh-huh.
know? Um, so there's that. My older sister, I have a younger brother who has Asperger's and schizophrenia. So there's a lot of mental health stuff going on there.
Uh-huh.
I have another younger brother who's ADHD and completely crazy. Still love him to death. But
Oh, you got a brother that's ADHD? I'm
yeah,
ADHD too myself.
nice.
I don't know if you noticed
I
me walking
just,
around and how I was moving around.
uh-huh.
Yeah, that's ADHD, girl.
That's the ADHD.
Yes.
No, I totally get it. have a younger sister who's
And I'm not on no meds.
okay. That's, I think it's a personal choice for people whether or
Yes,
not they want
the
to be
doctors
medicated.
ask you if you want it or
For
not.
children, it's a little bit different. I have a stronger stance on that like kids
Uh-huh.
are being medicated due to a system that's not accommodating them. So I feel like if the school system was a little bit more accommodating toward people who don't learn like the average student learns, you wouldn't have all these kids on medications.
Yes.
But because they're expected to sit in a seat all day
Uh-huh.
with recess here and there, you
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
they're medicated. But yeah, so ADHD brother, my little sister, she struggles with addiction as well.
Oh, really?
She's, you know, she's been in and out of juvie for a couple years and now she's 18 and she was in jail recently.
Really?
Yeah, she's doing better now. I think all of my siblings are doing really well now and I'm so proud of them because, they all face challenges. I have another little sister
Okay.
who is just absolutely thriving. She's a horseback rider. She does like English style riding.
Uh-huh.
Um, Very successful. She has Emory and Henry, and I think Virginia. So she's in college right now. I'm just very proud of all my siblings because, regardless of their challenges and everything, they've all overcome them and everyone's thriving for the most part. My older sister is pregnant with twins right now.
Oh, really?
So I get to be an auntie again. I'm so excited. Um, but yeah, that's my family in a nutshell.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. Okay, yeah. Definitely.
it's a lot, I know.
Yeah, no, it's a lot, but that's good. Cause
Yeah,
now we know. And we see where you're at.
yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot more that I'm dealing with outside of what I discuss with people,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So that's what bothers me. Like when I was going through a really hard time this year, when people were judging me, I'm like, you have no idea what I'm going through. You have no business judging me or
Right.
belittling me or putting me down or any of that. There's so much more to this story than what you're seeing, what you're actually judging. So,
Yes, exactly. So that's my thing. I used to like not judge people where they're at, but I would
mhm.
judge people on how they go upon things. And I
Yeah.
had to learn that. And I had to learn that through the pandemic. But you know what pandemic did for a lot of us?
Mm.
It showed us how to be grounded. It taught
Yeah.
us how to be grounded
Very true.
and realize where we are at
Hmm.
in that in the now
Yeah.
and to understand it. That right there is what I actually like what pandemic has showed us.
Yeah. The pandemic was easy for me.
What do you
I
mean
was
easy?
just, I was such a hermit during that time, and I really kept to myself. And, suddenly all these artists are doing online concerts and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah,
So I was
yeah,
like, I'm like, I'm living. I'm in bed and I get to see this performer right now.
yeah.
Like, this is amazing.
What is
So,
what is the what is the what is the what's the electronic dance center called? Oh, EDC.
it is,
Yeah,
yeah.
EDC went live because they couldn't go out in public, so they
Yeah.
went live on YouTube.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I get to be here
And
for
that's
free,
something like
and I get to watch different
I
artists.
struggle with social anxiety, so when I'm around a lot of people, I get very anxious.
Yeah,
And
no, you don't.
I do,
Whenever I come around, you don't. I think I
girl.
bring the light to you. Do you know why? Because I really directly speak to you.
True. Very true. There are certain people that I'm definitely more comfortable with,
Mm-hmm.
but in like social settings, situations,
Right.
I'm very uncomfortable a lot of the
Yeah.
time. I do a really good job at masking it,
Yes. And I see
but
I see at the posse that you went like whenever I see you there, it's
mhm.
like I don't know, it's weird. It's like we're like this, but you end up
Mhm.
leaving away because you came there with somebody.
There's, yeah, either that or
Oh,
there's like other people that, I need to talk to, say hi to.
or it could be that then.
Yeah. It's nothing personal.
Right.
Let me tell you that much. Like
Okay.
it's definitely nothing personal.
Yes.
So,
But can we talk about him? Can I say his name?
who him?
Him? Can I say his name?
Go
You
for it. I
don't
have
mind?
no idea who you're talking about.
Starts with an A.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Anthony.
Uh-huh.
What's what's going on with that?
I've known him for a very long time, since I lived in LA.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we decided to try things a little bit, went on some dates and stuff. Ultimately, I kind of decided that we were in two different places and that what we wanted were too different to make a relationship work.
Okay.
Um, I still love him very much as a friend. I
Uh
think he's
huh.
an amazing person and has a lot to offer. I'm just not the person, you know. I'm not the person.
Not for him.
I'm not the one.
You're not the one.
Yeah.
Because where
So,
he is at in his direction, in his tunnel vision.
and he's got a lot going on in his personal life as well, you know. And I'm not gonna go into it because it's not my business, but he he has a story to tell. So,
He has a story to tell.
oh yeah,
Maybe I'll
yeah.
have him on here in the near
I
it
mean, that'd
not
be
not
great.
not
I
not
mean,
near, but probably
yeah.
somewhere in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's I think that'd be great as like a
I re
trans amorous person. I
I
think
remember when I was at Phoenix and you was there, and I came out there with a couple of other girls,
mhm.
and he had said something to me that kind of like threw me off. But
Yeah.
but
Was he hitting on you?
no, he was being
Okay.
disrespectful. But I think it's because of what I was saying to him,
Okay.
and I just didn't know, and it was my fault. But he got disrespectful,
Gotcha.
and you had
That's
calmed
not
me
cool.
down. You said, "Don't
Yeah.
worry about it."
I will never tell someone not to worry about something that makes
But
them
but
uncomfortable.
but he's a cool person though. I think it's just what I
Yeah.
was doing though. This is how I think what I was saying to him it
Like
kind of
made him
like
uncomfortable or
it
me.
just threw him off. So
Gotcha.
he said, so what about like this then? And I was like, oh,
Mm.
I was like, and then I felt some type of way. But when I left, I thought about it and I was like, yeah, that was my fault.
Yeah.
But he
I
has a story to tell.
I don't know. I don't recall this particular situation. So
Okay,
it's hard for me to say. But
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
I wish nothing but the best for him. He's a great person. We all need to work on ourselves.
I met him for the first time at the trans
So,
with the trans physical transmission. I met him
yeah,
there.
he was a very big supporter, and I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
That's
He
actually where I ran into him again, and he didn't even recognize me after
what?
LA. Yeah.
What?
I was like, what?
He
Like, what are
cause
you
he
doing here?
cause he came to me and then we spoke and everything, but it was just like, wow, he forgot about you.
It's not that he forgot about me. I mean, in all fairness,
Did you have these tattoos?
had a lot of work done since last time he saw me. So
Oh yeah,
I
I
look a
know
little
you
bit
had. I know
different
you had a
and,
lot of work done.
you know,
I know you do.
so
Yeah, because when I first seen you, no, actually when I seen you, but this is like later on I seen older of you, I mean
mhm.
younger of you,
Yeah,
you did not have no tattoos.
not as many.
Or
That's
not
for
not none
sure.
that was like
I had a
you
lot to begin with, but like now I have more.
yeah.
So,
So your shoulder tattoo
mhm.
was not there.
Yeah, this one was not.
No, definitely
This one was
that.
not there.
This looks
This one
recently.
was not
Yeah,
there.
this wasn't there either.
But yeah, like my shoulders. No, I don't even think that one. A lot of my tattoos though, like they've been there for a while, but
Yeah,
like
you gotta let me know
I have
who's your
some fresh
tattoo
ones.
artist. I need to go to a tattoo
Yeah.
artist. I need to get.
If you ever need someone in
Had you
LA,
ever
I
had you ever
got you.
seen Jeffree Star?
Ah, yes.
I kind of want to get tattoos like that. But then again, over time, I was like, no, not really.
I love Jeffree Star's tattoos.
As a person, what?
I don't love Jeffree Star.
Okay, got it. No, many people are like that. Don't get it
I
wrong.
liked Jeffree Star pre beauty brand, pre
Oh, so you
fame.
like Jeffrey
I
when
like
you
when he
like when
was like
no
best
listen.
friends with Kat Von D.
Okay.
That's like the Jeffree that I
Oh,
love.
I thought you were gonna say like Jeffrey, like when he was like signed to the record label in MySpace
Oh,
days.
I mean, yeah, MySpace days for
Who
sure.
doesn't know the MySpace days
Right.
before Jeffrey was a
Good old
YouTuber?
MySpace.
Yeah,
Oh my
MySpace.
gosh.
He was the
Wow.
first person to he was the he had the most followers on the music side on no, I said Facebook, I mean
On
MySpace.
MySpace, yeah.
Yeah. Cause you know the music side of MySpace, he had the most followers out of everybody. And then
God,
once his contract
good old
ended,
MySpace.
yes, I know good old days.
Oh,
I remember the first
the
day I
good old
made.
days.
I remember the first. I remember the day and the year I made a MySpace. I was at a recreation center.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
yeah, you know where all the teenagers go
Yeah.
to and everything. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I was there and I made my MySpace. And guess what year this was?
Oh my God. It had to have been like 2008, 2005,
Yeah.
between
Like
those
like
years.
2005, like 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. I sincerely hope you found the content enjoyable and relatable, and that you were able to learn something from it. Sending love your way, and until next time, goodbye.